welcome back to EduSkills, OET Made Easy. Our mission is to make you fall in love with OET. If you're watching this on YouTube, kindly consider subscribing channel, give us a thumbs up if you like our work, and share this video to your contacts so that we reach out to maximum number of OET aspirants, especially those who are financially struggling to crack OET. All these services at EduSkills are free of cost. Okay, keep smiling. And today we are looking into beautiful reading part C. Okay, shall we begin?
Yes.
Yes, Father.
Yes,
Yes.
Father.
Controversy. Subjective criteria and vague and subjective symptoms all are abnormal. See, this paragraph speaks about subjective symptoms or criteria or the vague subjective symptoms. It's not very sure what are the symptoms of this particular disease. So what the author says, Richard Saul says, is like when you read, when you skim, you should look for names. So the question is here, answer is here with this name. Okay, there is one more name, but then there are two names. So when you look into two names, definitely you'll find one name in the question. Definitely you can go there. See, controversy. See the beginning topic sentence. ADHD can be a controversial condition. There's an argument, controversy. So there are two people arguing. And here you see Dr. Richard Saul, a behavioral neurologist with 5 decades of experience. I have striked out these parts because this is not essential. I told you between whatever happens between the comma can be secondary information, or this is called subject complement, which you can just skip and read so that you can go faster. So you can read this as Dr. Richard Saul disagrees. Immediately you can read this way, striking out these secondary informations. So under such subjective criteria, the entire population could potentially qualify. Could, again, you have modal verb here. Potentially qualify means all are abnormal. If you do the analysis in this way or assessment in this way, particularly probably you will say all are abnormal, all have ADHD disorder. So could be again the modal verb is used. And coming to the question, what does Dr. Saul object to? Can somebody read loud and pause.
What does Dr. Saul subject to? A. The suggestion that people need stimulants to cope with everyday life. B. The implication that everyone has some symptoms of ADHD. C. The grouping of imprecise symptoms into a mental disorder. D. The treatment for ADHD suggested by Dr. Parkley draws attention to the poor care given to such children.
The name you when you skim, you have to identify the name. So immediately you can launch into this one. Here there is disagrees. There's a word we'll look into the comparison of question and passage. See, Dr. Saul objects. Here it is disagrees. So the synonym is being used. Objection, disagreement. So name is given here, name is given here. So immediately you can launch into the answer. You know, read the rest of the whole part. Only if you have some doubt at the end, you can skip and go at the end. You come back and scan the whole paragraph or text if you require. But then, as usual, you can just jump looking at this name and identify this name. That's why I said skimming. The clue is name, go into the name, and immediately you understand, and you can strike out all those secondary informations between commas, what you call subject complements, which are not essential to answer. The suggestion that people need stimulants to cope with everyday life. Nothing is mentioned about they need stimulants to cope with everyday life, and he is objecting. What does Dr. Saul object to? The suggestion that people, he is not objecting to that. The implication that everyone has some symptoms of ADHD, he is not objecting to that. What is he objecting to? The grouping of imprecise symptoms into a mental disorder. He is saying, see, here it says, controversial condition, Dr. Russell Barkley, professor of psychiatry at the University of Massachusetts. See, between Russell Barkley, the comma, and this semicolon, you can strike out the things. The science is overwhelming. It's a real disorder which can be managed in many cases by using stimulant medication in combination with other treatments. So Dr. Richard Saul disagrees. Many of us have difficulty with organization of details, a tendency to lose things or to be forgetful or distracted. Under such subjective criteria, the entire population could potentially qualify. Means entire population, you will say, will have ADHD because we once lock the door and we go and again reconfirm or switch off the the gas connection, but again we go and recheck, and you can say that it is ADHD or some other things or compulsive disorder or something of that sort. ADHD cannot be on subjective criteria. So he says all will qualify, all the population could qualify, entire population could potentially qualify. Means he will say that entire population is affected by ADHD. So that is the disagreement he has. The treatment for ADHD suggested by Dr. Barclay draws attention to the poor care given to such children. Here they are speaking not poor care, this is just opposite. Here they are saying, although some patients might need stimulants to function well in daily life, the lumping together of many vague and subjective symptoms could be causing a national phenomenon of misdiagnosis and over prescription of stimulants. So they are not speaking about poor care given to children. They don't speak anything of that sort. Okay, this is just speaking about the symptoms.